Hello, welcome back. One question that I get from time to time is, and the way it was asked this time was my kidneys are really cold and my psoas is contracted, and we start talking about this, that the kidneys were cold and the extremities were cold, hands and feet very cold, um, hard to warm up, especially after being in a cold environment for a while. And what would you recommend? So one thing is we drink a lot of cold beverages in our culture. I live in the United States, and so iced tea with a lot of ice, soft drinks, cold beverages are very common. And so what happens then is the way I understand it, the small intestine takes that cold out, and so that it can process things, but it's got to deal with it. But the kidneys are right there, and it makes the kidneys cold, so they start to contract. Another thing could be emotions, like a lot of fear can cause the kidneys to contract, chronic fear. And so when the kidneys contract, the psoas muscles there, the psoas that connects to the spine and goes down through the hips to the femur, has so much to do with structure and power in Qigong and Tai Chi, but more importantly than that is just basic structure and the way we can stand up and regulate our temperature as humans. But so some things that I recommended, of course, diet. I mentioned the soft drinks, cold drinks, diet, herbs, acupuncture, those things can help. But also some basic things of warming the stove, which I go back to that a lot, but massaging the kidneys, warming them up, drinking some hot tea throughout the day, the kidney sound, which is, and as you've seen in the other videos, I lean forward, wrap my hands around my legs, exhale, and it stretches that lower back. But we've got to get energy moving again, because the kidney is like the water element, and it can freeze, it can contract and freeze, just like you think about water in the wintertime does. And so we want to bring warmth and awareness and inner awareness there, so that those kidneys can relax and we can have a little more warmth in that area. So massaging the kidneys, doing hip circles, hip rotations to loosen up those lower lumbars, standing up, doing Tai Chi where you're moving, opening, closing your hips through Qigong, whatever kind of Qigong movements you find that are helpful to that. But this can be fixed. Don't always have to suffer with being cold. And if we don't work on it, it will get worse as we get older, because the kidneys are like the batteries and the vitality of the body. They'll continue to contract if we don't actively take steps to keep them warm and regulate the internal temperature of our body. So that's about self-care. You also go see somebody to help you with external care. But those are my ideas. I hope they're helpful. Ask questions anytime. Love hearing from you. Thank you.